The article from soundhound.com, reading from, riffing from and reviewing it. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart. Thanks very much indeed for listening. So the article, as I say, from Soundhound. You can also read it ahead of time, courtesy of the smartspeakers.com/links. On Twitter, I'm Tweeter Stewart. Hello, thank you for the loan of your ears. Voice bringing a major shift in education. And this article talking about the democratisation of education through voice-enabled apps on smartphones specifically. So you don't even need another little bit of tech. Voice assistant learning solutions closely mimicking traditional teaching methods. Yeah, I hadn't actually thought about this before, but it's kind of obvious, isn't it? That what goes on in a classroom, you can actually link in with what goes on your smartphone or your smart speaker with a viewing display. You've got that listening and speaking role, and the screen adding that third learning method of sight as well. So a voice-enabled mobile education app letting kids learn at their own speed, provides for teachable moments when lessons can be repeated, mistakes explained. You can build in a quiz, you can have individual kind of one-to-one feedback and advice and monitoring as well. Kind of reminds me of those, I don't know whether you had them, we only had them for a short while. Goodness knows how much they must have cost. Did you have learning labs at school when you were a kid? So when I was, about 8 to 10, something like that, learning labs, which were brought in, they took ages to set up. And lots of cables, and individual students had their own headphones and must have had some kind of microphone as well, linking in to a big machine at the front of the class that the teacher would plug in and would be able to listen in to individual students repeating back French phrases and so on, and then be able to buzz in your ear a little bit of individual feedback about your pronunciation or your understanding or comprehension and so on. Interesting stuff. Anyway, off on a bit of a tangent there, but what I'm saying is that it seems to be much more individualistic learning, which perhaps kind of picks up on those learning labs, those language labs that we had back in the day. Natural language understanding goes by the acronym of NLU. And those models are transforming the mobile app world with conversational assistants that can actually understand, as we know, queries in a variety of ways and deliver accurate results, even if you have an accent, becoming much more easy to recognise different speech modalities. These technological advances then can bring learning opportunities to more kids at a time where a teacher isn't actually in the same room. Interesting stuff, courtesy of Soundhound. Back tomorrow with more from London. I'm Peter Stewart.
Part of the Briefcast.fm network.